Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I had the Kingwear KW06 smartwatch available for under $150 online. There really isn't much around the box. Inside you get the watch itself, a USB to 4-pin charger, a screwdriver, and the user manual, as well as an extra screen protector. The watch has more of a rugged look and feel, and that's because it has an IP68 water rating, which basically means it can stand dust, dirt, and sand. It can also remain underwater up to 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes. So on one side you have the power button here, as well as the camera, and then this I believe is a back button. On top seems to be the speaker. Really quick, I took off the side here, and then you can insert a nano SIM in here. I put it in this way. You can try another way if you want. Actually, you can't. If you do, it gets kind of stuck in there. But you can hear it click once you press it in. I don't know if you could hear that, but yeah, that's what it is. And then there's a microphone on the side, and then you can go ahead and close it up. This is not included with the smartwatch, by the way. On the back, there's the heart rate monitor and the charging port. And the band or strap, whatever you want to call it, seems pretty plain. Nothing too crazy with the design, just a plain look all around. Setup, you have the option to choose iOS or Android. You can scan the QR code to download the Wii Watch, or you can install it manually looking it up on the Play Store instead of going to a random website. But it does have a pretty low rating of 1.9, and that's out of 190 people. But these are for older versions, it seems like. So to connect, you gotta go into settings here, go into device management, and you can click KW06 and it should connect within a few seconds. Gotta make sure this is enabled. And now it's connected. So setup is really simple. I just put this on my wrist and this is what it looks like. It looks pretty nice. Very simple setup, very easy, nothing too complicated. So you can hold on to this and you can choose other types of clocks. And you can also add some more, but that's when you're connected to the internet. Go from top to bottom, you can see the date, and then if it's connected to the Bluetooth, and if your SIM is connected, as well as the battery life. Scroll a little bit and you see some more stuff here, including you can connect to Wi-Fi. There's hand brightness on, airplane mode, screen vibrator, then location, and you can change the brightness to low, to mid, to high, and it gets pretty bright. It seems pretty bright. Then go one more and you can see how many steps you've taken. So far I haven't moved at all, but yeah, you can see your pedometer on here. And then go from bottom to top and you see your weather. Go from right to left and you can see your notifications. There's no notifications at the moment. And go from right to left and you have all your other stuff here. So this kind of looks like, low-key looks a little bit like a Windows phone. It might just be me though. But yeah, you can click on contacts and everything. You can scroll all the way down and you have all this stuff here. You can screw it back in. So when I clicked on File Manager here, it says we have about a little over 5 gigs. It's not too much, but I guess that's not bad for a watch. Then you click it again and you can go through your stuff here. But yeah, we have contacts here. Apparently I'm not able to synchronize my contacts from my phone. I mean, I'm using an iPhone, so iPhones don't work as well as Android phones do, so that's one thing. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I can still make Bluetooth calls. If you want to make a phone call, you have to have a SIM installed. Some type of GSM SIM, I believe. I have CDMA, so it's not going to work. But yeah, if I do a Bluetooth call, make a quick call here.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Nothing much.
So I just finished the call. The call quality was pretty good, I'd say. He could hear me pretty well. He didn't hear any what is it, like no noises or like static like in maybe some other watches I've tested out, so that's definitely a plus. I try to go into messaging, but it's like I don't know if I'll be able to send a message because it's like the keys are just way too small here, and I don't see the Google voice chat or anything. Maybe you can switch keyboards, not exactly sure, but I'll have some benchmarks here too in a second. So you can go into settings, you got sound here, you can have it going all the way, or you can have it come down. Yeah, if you have it all the way up, it just sounds distorted. I like how the speaker is on the top here so you can hear it easily instead of being behind. I don't know if the camera's picking up. Yep, right there. If it's underneath, then it's like maybe it's a little like, usually it's like a little harder to hear. Not harder, but it's not as loud maybe. Like, especially if you're in a busy environment and stuff, it might be a little harder to hear. Then we've got display, so it does get relatively bright. I'm not sure how good this is outside in sunlight, but it seems like it's alright. I mean, cameras, I can't really show too well on my camera, and it's not too bright out, so I guess maybe in like full brightness this might not work too well. So you can have this as a list or matrix. So I put it, if you change to list, it has this like simple look. You can connect, there's gestures. So screen on, raising the pedometer service. So screen on basically means like turning it off, flicking it basically to turn on the screen. Man, I can't talk today. Then we've got date and time, reset equipment, uninstall applications, and about the watch. Some model number is KW06 and it's running Android 5.1. Watch my own video here. I'm on the browser for YouTube. You can download the app too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sound isn't a problem at all. It's a decent speaker for a watch. Then we've got the calendar here. The clock, you can set up alarms. And then this is a stopwatch. You just press on top here and you can stop it. Then we have the camera. So the camera is on the side here. It's pretty subtle, so it's hard to tell, unlike with watches like the DZ09. And sometimes this ended up actually crashing on me when I just took some pictures. So took a few pictures here. This is definitely not the best, but I took another one a little bit before, and I took it for on the camera that I'm using here, and it came out pretty well. Like I zoomed in here, and you can read Canon PowerShot ELPH100 HS pretty well. So that is impressive, to say the very least. I'll try to share this on Reddit or something if I get the chance. And we were just in like the gallery. You can turn on music, so you can scan for music on your phone or something. And you can go from left to right to play music, I believe, or what. We've got a sound recorder here. So if I want to hear my own voice or just see how the microphone actually is, and then we can click done. So we go to recording file list. If I want to hear my own voice or just see how the microphone actually is. Yep, pretty good. Everything's good. Weather, and then in updates, so it says here that 11% chance of rain, and it's kind of sunny. Very simple. You go from left to right, and it gives you more of a forecast for the week. Then we can also do voice search. Okay, Google. How old is Kobe Bryant?
Kobe Bryant is 39 years old.
So you can enable... Wow, he's 39. That's crazy. Time flies. Yep, the Play Store's here. Then there's maps. You can connect to your phone. I mean, I already did. Then you can set reminders. So to drink water, eye exercises. I wonder what the eye exercises are. And take medicine, and you have some more settings. You can track your health, so heart rate and pedometer. You can have remote capture from your camera. And I have it connected to my phone, but for some reason it's not working. But again, this works better with Android phones usually than iPhones. You have music control. You can find my device, and then you can switch platforms. On the Antutu Benchmark, this gets a relatively decent score, I want to say, of 16,000. Now, of course, I've seen higher. This isn't the worst one. The only thing that's off-putting about this is that one, it's a benchmark. Two, it says GPU isn't supported. So we're gonna check out. We're still gonna check out a few games here. I know in other watches that I've tested out, they usually don't get a score in the GPU area, but they still perform well. And then everywhere else, yeah, overall decent. Let's check out a few games here. First game we're checking out here is Geometry Dash Lite. It's a free game, and of course it's running pretty well. No problems whatsoever. Here, let me check something out. Okay. Yeah, I'm not pressing fast enough. I'm looking through the camera, but... Next thing we're checking out here is Sonic Dash. Now, the speaker is actually really loud on here. I'm going to try to cover it. This thing does lag a little bit, I've noticed, in the beginning, but we'll take a look at it in just a moment. And I keep screwing up. Sonic Dash ran okay. I did notice a bit of stuttering, but for the most part, it was playable. It wasn't as bad as probably in like a few other, I think one or two other watches I've seen worse. But nonetheless, the performance is decent overall. It's a solid watch for the price. But the only downside I've noticed is that you can't multitask or get out of multitasking. But maybe that's just me. That's probably just a small thing. But yeah, everything else is great. The speaker's good. The person could hear me well, vice versa. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.